welcome back to another video. Today I would like to teach you how to make the cup of cappuccino using household machines. The machine I'm using is a DeLonghi machine. I like DeLonghi machines because they are reliable and they're just the mainstream of Italian coffee makers. The coffee I will be using is Lavazza Qualità Oro, which is a great coffee. It's for a great price, and the blend is just super good. It's creamy, and it's not very acid like Illy's can be. Right. So the next thing you need to get down is the cup you are using. This is a pretty regular cup. It has a nice oval opening that is not too large, it's not too tight, and I'm using a 200 milliliter cup. It is about, in my opinion, that's an ideal size for a cup of cappuccino. I've seen places that do a cup of cappuccino with 270 milliliter cup, which is alright, but I don't find it necessary because you start to lose the taste of coffee the more milk you add in. Next, you need to heat the cup. If the cup is cold, it will degrade the taste of the coffee. You need the coffee to hit the cup and still keep its original temperature. Since I'm gonna teach you how to make a cup of cappuccino, you need to get steamed milk. These machines that are mostly for household or house necessities are equipped with this nozzle. This nozzle has only one opening. Usual bar machines have like 4 openings at the bottom to make the milk go around well. This one has only one, and it is because it's a cheap machine. Another thing you will need is a container to steam the milk. Usually you will see these stainless steel cups that have a curved bottom. Those are used because if the bottom is curved, you can get the milk to flow inside really nice, and it will mix air in it while it's heating up with the steam, and that's exactly what you want. So since not everyone owns this tool, I will be showing you how to make the steamed milk using a regular porcelain cup that has a nozzle, and also it is round. As I said, this roundness will help you to get the milk at the exact proportions you need it to be. First things first, I recommend steaming first the milk, because it needs to stay still for a second after you're done. It needs to relax a bit, if you say so. Also, since you need to make the coffee as fast as possible later, I will show you how to make the correct portion of coffee. So in a regular portion of coffee you will use around 9 grams of ground coffee. Usually a serving like this is ideal because it contains the 9 grams you need. So you place them in your handle, and you need to move it around a bit so it covers pretty much the whole surface of it. When you're done, you will need to place the handle on a surface so you can apply pressure to it with this. You will apply about 60% of the force you can do, and then when you are done, you will just twist it just a quarter. This way the coffee is nice and flat, and it's ready to be made. So now to get to the milk, you are gonna use about half the container you have, or about just in the middle of the bulge, because that is the correct amount of space that you will need to make the milk go around. Now, the nozzle I'm using, this had like a long metal thing on it that is good to make foam, but it's not good to put vapor in it, to steam it. So I took it off, but the one downside compared to a regular coffee machine in a coffee shop is that it has only one hole. This will not help you in the stirring process. If you have more holes, the more holes you have on the nozzle, the better the milk will go around. Because you need, so if I explain to you how the steps of the steaming are, it is, you are gonna, first you need the angle. This 45-degree angle is correct for everything. Then you will place the nozzle in the milk, but about halfway, the tip needs to be down halfway, because if you put it more, you will not get any air inside the milk. So like this, you are gonna place it at halfway the tip in, and now the milk can get air and heat at the same time, which makes the best combination you need. Next, when you turn it on, you will get a lot of steam, and that steam needs, like for example, for 5 seconds, you will be putting it in the milk. The air needs to go into the milk. After that, you will submerge a bit the nozzle. This will allow you to mix up the milk, to heat it, because you don't need any more air. If you get too much air, you will get foam, not steamed milk. That's not what you need. So this should be ready for you. Also, do not burn the milk. If you burn the milk, you will lose the cream of the milk, and you will get only the foam. You do not want that. The foam is good for a latte, but it is no good for a cappuccino. The cappuccino needs to be flowy, needs to be very liquid. You have only one engine in this coffee machine, and so it can do only one job at a time. It can either make coffee or it can make steamed milk. So now you will place the cup in and make an espresso. An espresso is a coffee that is about 50 milliliters, and that's really all you need. I will probably teach how to make an espresso sometime soon, but this is what an espresso looks like in a bigger cup. It's 50 milliliters, it's very strong. Well, for an Italian it isn't, but to make a cappuccino, what you will do is you will break down all the cream. You don't need it. You will proceed to take the cup, and at an inclined angle you will start pouring the milk in from above, so it doesn't So now, as you can see, I've made a little, I didn't make as much milk as I needed, but this is what you want. If you now take a teaspoon and you run through it, you will see this isn't still stuff, it is flowy. And that's because it is steamed and it is not foam. That's what you want. I know that my cappuccino doesn't look as good now, but it tastes great. And that's also because some other things. Now, if you take the coffee and you leave it in the machine with the water, like when you're making it, and the coffee is there for too long or the water is too hot, you will burn the coffee and the coffee will taste like... That's not acceptable. You do not want this no matter what. You need to avoid it at all costs. Right, so thank you for watching. This was a guide to make a homemade cappuccino with a pretty cheap coffee machine. If you've enjoyed this tutorial, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if I should make more of these tutorials. I honestly enjoyed making this one and I hope you did enjoy watching it. Let me know if you want a guide on making the perfect cup of or the perfect shot of espresso, because that's pretty much the flagship of Italian coffee and I would love to teach it.